Breaking news: Chase Bank just made a massive move that has the entire currency community buzzing. From Iraqi dinar investors to Vietnamese dong holders, people everywhere are asking the same question: what exactly is Chase Bank planning, and how will it impact their long-awaited exchange plans? Today, we're diving deep into this breaking update, the announcement that could change how investors approach exotic currencies forever. Whether you're holding Dinar Dong or both, this news could affect how, when, and where you exchange your currency. So, don't click away, because what you're about to hear could save you time, reduce stress, and possibly save you thousands of dollars in unnecessary fees. In the last few days, Chase Bank has quietly adjusted its foreign currency exchange operations. And it's not just routine business. The bank has reportedly enhanced its internal systems for handling so-called exotic currencies. This includes the Iraqi dinar and the Vietnamese dong, two currencies that have attracted enormous attention from private investors and online communities in recent years. What makes this update so interesting is that Chase hasn't done a big press event about it. Instead, these changes have been confirmed quietly through internal banking channels, staff training updates, and branch-level improvements. That subtle rollout has created a wave of curiosity and speculation, especially among those waiting for an opportunity to exchange large currency holdings efficiently. Now, let's break down what's really happening. Chase Bank has reportedly upgraded its foreign exchange protocols, investing in better currency authentication systems and more specialized training for employees who handle exotic notes. This means that the bank can now process higher volumes of currencies like the dinar and dong faster and more accurately than before. For years, many investors have complained that smaller banks and local branches didn't have the tools or expertise to verify exotic bills on the spot. Instead, customers often had to wait days or even weeks while their notes were sent to central offices for review. With Chase's new system, that delay could be reduced dramatically, and that's a game changer for people who've been waiting for smoother exchanges. But the real story isn't just about technology, it's about policy. According to insider discussions and customer experiences, Chase appears to be taking a more open stance toward handling exotic currencies, something many major banks had shied away from. Historically, most U.S. banks treated currencies like the Iraqi dinar or Vietnamese dong as too speculative to handle directly. Now, Chase seems to be quietly expanding that capability. While they haven't made an official nationwide statement, their operational readiness suggests that they're preparing for higher customer demand in this area. For many investors, that signals a shift in how mainstream financial institutions view these currencies, as real, manageable assets instead of fringe investments. This brings up one of the most heated debates in the dinar and dong communities: whether investors should plan to visit multiple banks or just stick with one. Rumors and advice have circulated online suggesting that currency holders should spread their exchanges across several institutions to avoid limits or reporting thresholds. However, recent insights show that this approach might actually cause more trouble than it solves. Chase's system upgrades highlight the benefits of the own bank strategy. When you handle your exchange through a bank where you already have a relationship, the process becomes faster, safer, and less stressful. They already know who you are, your accounts are verified, and your identity is confirmed. That eliminates a lot of red tape. Consider this real-world example that's been circulating among investors. One customer named Sarah from Texas decided to visit several banks. Last year, when trying to exchange her dinar, she spent weeks driving from one branch to another, facing different policies, different rates, and confusing requirements at each stop. Some banks didn't even handle exotic currencies at all. In the end, her exchange went through, but it cost her valuable time and money. Meanwhile, another customer, Mike, who had been banking with Chase for years, simply walked into his branch, handled the process smoothly, and left with far less hassle. The difference? A pre-existing banking relationship. That's exactly the advantage Chase seems to be emphasizing now with its new focus on customer convenience. Chase's motivation here is strategic. As one of the largest and most influential financial institutions in the world, Chase doesn't make operational upgrades without a clear long-term plan. By expanding its foreign exchange capabilities, the bank positions itself as a trusted hub for future high-value transactions. It's not just about serving currency investors. It's about attracting and retaining long-term clients who may later use Chase for investments, loans, or wealth management. In other words, this could be the beginning of a broader push to dominate the exotic currency exchange market while strengthening customer loyalty. For currency holders, that's a win-win situation. Let's take a closer look at what these new systems mean for you. If you're holding Iraqi Dinar or Vietnamese Dong, the first step is to contact your local Chase branch and ask for their foreign exchange specialist. Confirm whether your branch handles these currencies directly and what their current process looks like. Some branches might still need to send notes to a regional center for verification, while others can process them on site. The important point is that Chase is now building consistency, a nationwide network capable of handling these requests with professionalism and transparency. That means fewer surprises, clear communication, and smoother service for customers. Many viewers are also wondering, why is Chase doing this now? Well, part of it comes down to timing and market readiness. The global foreign exchange environment is evolving quickly, and large institutions want to be prepared for any major shifts in currency values or trading activity. By updating its systems today, Chase ensures it can move quickly tomorrow if demand spikes. The bank's latest moves suggest that it's preparing for more volume, not less. And then that's why Dinar and Dong holders are paying attention. They see this as a sign that the conversation around exotic currencies is entering a new, more serious phase. Now, there's another critical topic that keeps coming up: regulation and reporting. Many investors worry that exchanging large amounts of foreign currency could trigger unwanted scrutiny from the government or banking regulators. The truth is, reporting requirements exist across all banks and apply to certain transaction amounts, regardless of how many institutions you use. Trying to spread your exchanges across multiple banks doesn't bypass those rules. It can actually make things more complicated. Chase's one bank approach simplifies compliance. Because your identity, account history, and activity are already established, the reporting process becomes cleaner and less stressful. That's another reason why staying with one trusted institution makes sense. And let's not forget about the financial side, the exchange rates themselves. Banks make money on currency conversions through the spread, the difference between the price they buy at and the price they sell at. When you're an existing customer with a long banking relationship, your odds of getting a competitive rate improve. Banks want to keep your business. That's why Chase's system upgrades could benefit loyal clients first. If you're a new customer walking in off the street, you'll likely get the standard rate, but long-time customers might have the chance to secure slightly better terms. So what should investors do now? The smartest move is preparation. If you already bank with Chase, reach out to your branch and stay informed about their foreign currency services. If you're not a customer yet, consider whether it might make sense to open a small account and establish a relationship early. That doesn't mean you need to move all your finances immediately. Just build familiarity with their team and systems. When the time comes to exchange, you'll already be on their radar as a valued client, and that can make a huge difference in how smoothly your exchange is handled. Chase's recent updates also highlight the importance of documentation. When exchanging exotic currencies, banks must verify the notes, your identification, and your transaction history. That process can be much faster when you're already a recognized customer. With new authentication tools and better staff training, Chase has reduced delays that used to frustrate investors. This shift not only benefits customers, it also strengthens Chase's reputation as a reliable, forward-thinking institution in the foreign exchange world. Still, some people are skeptical. They wonder if these new systems mean Chase is preparing for a major revaluation event, or if this is simply routine modernization. The truth is, no bank can predict or control foreign currency revaluations. What they can do is prepare their infrastructure to handle large volumes of transactions efficiently and compliantly. That's exactly what Chase seems to be doing, building readiness without making speculative claims. For responsible investors, that's a positive sign. The system is being modernized, but within professional limits. For Dinar and Dong holders, this moment represents a turning point. After years of uncertainty and conflicting advice online, one of the largest banks in the world is signaling that it's ready to do business with exotic currency holders more effectively. Whether or not you plan to exchange soon, it's smart to stay informed. Understand your bank's policies, verify the authenticity of your notes, and keep your documentation in order. That preparation will pay off when the time comes to act. Now, let's talk about the technology side. Chase has reportedly invested in upgraded bill validation systems, machines that can scan, verify, and authenticate foreign currency bills faster and more accurately. These tools help prevent delays that used to frustrate customers, especially when a bill was flagged for manual inspection. By reducing the number of bills that need to be sent out for third-party verification, Chase is cutting wait times and making the overall experience smoother for investors. That's a big step toward modernizing how banks handle exotic currencies. Another key part of Chase's plan is customer education. As more people enter the world of currency investing, misinformation spreads fast, especially online. Chase's trained staff can now guide customers through the exact steps for exchanging dinar and dong, explaining required documents, verification times, and any transaction limits. This helps eliminate confusion and builds transparency in a space that has often been surrounded by rumors and speculation. When a major bank like Chase takes this approach, it gives the entire market more legitimacy. It's also worth noting that Chase's recent changes make it easier to handle larger exchanges. Smaller banks often place strict limits on how much foreign currency you can exchange in a single transaction, but Chase's expanded infrastructure and staff training mean they can now process larger amounts without long delays or excessive paperwork. This is especially helpful for long-term investors who have been holding dinar or dong in anticipation of better rates. For them, the ability to process everything in one place is a massive convenience. To wrap this up, let's summarize what we know. Chase Bank is quietly but confidently positioning itself as a leader in exotic currency exchange. They've upgraded systems, expanded training, and improved verification technology. These moves are designed to make the exchange process faster, safer, and more customer-friendly. For dinar and dong holders, that's encouraging news. It means less confusion, fewer rejections, and more clarity about how to complete exchanges smoothly. The one bank strategy, building trust and familiarity with a single financial institution, is emerging as the smarter path. So, what do you think about Chase's latest move? Are you planning to use them for your currency exchange, or are you staying with another bank? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear your reaction. And remember, as the currency landscape continues to evolve, staying informed is your greatest advantage. Hit that like button, subscribe for more breaking updates on dinar and dong developments, and keep your notifications on. The world of currency exchange is changing fast, and we'll be here to keep you ahead of the curve every step of the way.